Hi everybody, today we'll be working on this beautiful tissue box. We'll be painting it and then we'll decoupage it. We'll begin the process by using the artist's gesso, which is used to prime the surface that we want to work on. Here I'm applying it with a brush, but you can also use a sponge if you feel like. Make sure to get an even layer on the entire base. Don't worry if you get the gesso on the metal part, we'll clean it off with a wet cloth later. When you're applying the gesso, make sure that you don't miss out any of the edges or the corners. You can also apply a double coat if you feel like it. That's how my tissue box looks after the gesso is done. The next step is painting it. I'll be using a light pink because this is the decoupage paper that I'll be using. So this color will complement it. Now because my base color was looking very light, so in the second coat I made the color a little darker. After the paint dries, we'll start with the decoupaging process. Here I'm just measuring the paper and cutting it according to what I want. When you're cutting it, make sure you at least leave a centimeter or two as extra space. We'll now take out the top layer of the decoupage tissue as that's what we use. Some papers have two while some also have a single sheet. This one has two. We'll now apply the Mod Podge. This will stick the sheet. This is gloss. You can also use matte if you feel like. Always use it in small patches rather than going over the entire surface in one go. After lightly placing the paper on the surface, I like to go over it with my hand once. This avoids any folds or creases to be formed on the sheet. I'm now going over the brush with some leftover Mod Podge on it. This will help us secure the paper further. Doing the same to the lower part now. To take out the extra paper from the center, take any thin fine liner brush that you have. Simply dip it in water and start going over the area that you want to take out. Create a very thin outline with water. You'll notice how the area that has water on it will start to tear off naturally. We'll wait for this to dry and then we'll refine the edges with the sandpaper. In the meantime, I'm cleaning the excess paint and Mod Podge from the metal area with a wet cloth. Now that it has dried, we'll refine the edges using a sandpaper. So I'm just taking the sandpaper and going over the edges. And you can see how we have such a clean and smooth edge there. Doing the exact same thing on all the other sides as well. I'm now going to repeat the same process on all the other sides where I want the design. Once we are done, we are going to varnish it. These are the two glazes that I use. Today we'll go in with the liquid glaze by Craft Angles. This makes the product completely waterproof and also gives a really nice glaze finish on top. And we're done. That's how the complete product looks.